where I get millions.
Millions.
On college as well.
Hold on, wait. Millions to lose. Let's get that straight. Millions to lose games.
Yeah,
That's what you're getting paid. Millions to lose games.
Yeah, well, I ain't in another man's pocket.
No.
I ain't in another man's crib.
No.
So we know that. And we know sports! What is happening, y'all? Welcome. My boy Fontaine, my boy Russ, and I'm your boy G. And we know sports, high dimension networks. Thank you, and thank you for being there with us, y'all. How y'all doing? What y'all been up to since last time?
Working on these new shows, working on the networks.
Yeah, you sweet, man. You have been doing some editing and production on
look,
this.
look.
Woo, this is the cat, y'all.
Come on, man. I'm just, trying to get better every day.
Yeah.
The hardest working man in television.
He's so humble. Yeah, let's just talk. Let's talk for him. Yeah, Fontaine is.
It's on the show.
Yeah.
Let me tell you a little bit of something about this man. Just
You
going
know?
out there working so
Right.
hard for y'all.
Yeah. So what you been up to, Russ? What you been?
We've been getting ready. We have this praise and worship concert that is going to happen this weekend on
Okay.
Friday night at
Okay.
7 p.m. NTC Church, corner of Bristol and Belsey Road.
Okay.
Get your worship on with us. Come on down.
Nice, real nice, real nice. Well, of course, I'm doing my every Wednesday. This one was the first Wednesday of the month, which I'm at Spotlight in Detroit. It's a beautiful European fashioned, just beautiful spot, and it's our opportunity as NBQ No Boundaries Quartet to play within an actual sound system when we got a sound man. So it's amazing. And as a matter of fact, the cat that does the theme for Boondocks was at our gig. And he even played, I got it recorded. Yeah, it was real sweet, y'all. And also, thank you to the American Federation of Musicians Union. They have okayed GFUZ for another 2 straight years of funding.
Boom.
So y'all look out for GFUZ. It's always continuous play, the best fusion in the world, on the planet. GFUZ on the Live 365 app. You go there, then you look up GFUZ and you'll find me. Make it your favorite and you'll be there all the time, So
Yeah.
I'm pretty hyped. Woo, I'm pretty hyped about that, So thank you. So that means it's time for the sports headlines. We got some stuff, y'all. The Cards.
Man, this past week was crazy.
The Cards.
5-0.
The Cards.
5-0.
Who'd ever thought? Who'd ever thought? Not at the beginning.
Bob, I told you, my boy Bob said they was bad.
Okay.
He said they was bad. I didn't know they could do this though.
Well, nobody saw it except for Bob.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
the only one. I mean, no, he was calling
Bob?
big things.
Yeah, Bob knows what he's doing.
He was calling big things. He was like, I don't know how good Kyler Murray is. Because, he live in Arizona. That's all he hear all day. So
He's the complete package, man. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I mean, even just with an efficiency game to where, he didn't, I was like, man, they didn't score a lot. And I'm looking through his stats, and he was incredibly efficient. They were just controlled the ball.
Loving to see Edmonds. He is so shifty and so fast. I'm so happy for that young brother finally getting opportunities as the number 1 back. And Connor is there. He's the bruiser, and he's healthy, and he's looking good.
He getting them touches.
Yeah,
I dropped him off my fantasy squad.
He ain't gonna get a lot of fantasy
I mean,
points,
no, he's
especially
not.
in the Fargan League.
He getting 2-3
6.
touches and a couple touchdowns.
But it's all game script. When they're playing in that close game, Connor's more of the guy. When they're playing from behind and they need to, throw the ball out the back of the field, then it's more of an Edmonds day. It's like.
Yeah, well, I like Edmonds. Edmonds is a lot more than a third down back.
Right.
And with saying that, when I say third down, I'm thinking about all the times that Fury and Wilder went down this weekend.
5 times.
Wow, yo.
5 times.
But them brothers deserve each other. They don't draw with anybody else but each other.
Yep.
That's
the fight, and I mean, I looked up some stuff after the fight, you know, and I saw Wilder. He said that he gave it everything he had.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't had nothing left.
No.
Did you know he broke his hand too?
I didn't.
Yeah, he broke his hand.
So now, was this an interview like after the 5th round? Because that's when he looked like. That's when it looked like.
Gave it all
that's when that was it. He was out of everything at that time.
Yeah,
wow.
But
he lasted another 6, you know, dancing and wobbling around and haymakers. Wow. I mean, he was predicting all of his punches. You know, he was letting him know.
Yeah, they coming.
Yeah, they coming. What did you see, man?
Well, I'm not a fight guy like you guys are, so I was just happy to like look at the fight and see like guys knocking each other. It was like watching a fight. Boom, he's down. Oh, boom, he's down.
Finally, we back to that.
Right.
Yeah. Only with these two though.
Yeah. But I know that you don't like either one of those guys as much as some of the old school guys,
can't do
like
it.
you know Holyfield and Tyson.
I'm Ali. Ali, Norton,
you're going back.
Frazier.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where I started. Okay. And then, of course, the next generation with Holmes and Holyfield and Tyson, just like you said, and then the brother from England. George Foreman, he got to be in there, yeah, you know. He was a scary beast.
He put the grill down and said, all right, I'm going to win that title again.
Yeah, yep. Well, we have definitely got to mention and go ahead and get this out the way. Gruden is gone. What?
Come on, Gruden.
Come on, Fontaine. Yes.
Listen,
Give it to me.
Because y'all know I've been cheering for the Raiders since day one on this.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, I got to drop the Raiders as my team, first of all. Let's start there.
Yes.
Second of all, I don't like the fact that when it was only known he sent racist comments, he could keep his job.
Yeah.
You know, and then some other community got affected. Now he got to go. So I didn't like that part about it. You know, if it's going to be that, let it be that from the start. He shouldn't have coached Sunday, you know, because obviously the players didn't play Sunday. Y'all didn't play. I know y'all didn't play. 9 points. Come on, man.
That's crazy.
Y'all ain't play that game,
no,
man. But
they didn't want to play. They didn't want to play. What
Good-
you think?
Why would they want to play for
Right.
him?
No, they
How
shouldn't.
can you
They
go in
shouldn't
there
have.
knowing that?
But that's why they should have got rid of him. You messing up my wins and losses now. You messing with my wins and losses, man.
I mean, both of the owner,
Mark Davis.
Mark
Als,
Davis, Al Davis, they're both like that.
Yeah.
They've been have
It's
a history like that, and you know, you just come on, man. Seriously, it's like. No excuses for that.
Yeah.
Like, it was like 10 years ago. It's like, exactly. That means that you need to look at what you're doing right here and right now, or some dumb stuff may come back and affect you 10 years from now. Stop it.
What I was going to say, it might have been 10 years ago.
Stop it.
But the actual email spanned over 7 years.
Right. Yeah.
This was a 7-year-long ordeal, you know, and I think that had a lot to do with it, too.
Yeah. And the glossiness got to stop, y'all. Okay? I mentioned my connection with Olivet College last week, okay? And it's basically the same situation.
Yes.
Whereas Olivet is continuously glossing over something that is not cool, that somebody is spreading. This was even more private.
Yes, it was.
With Gruden, these were emails.
Private emails.
Dan Pantaleo was putting it out there in speeches as well as on the internet. So,
think about it.
okay, you got your award, but my eyes on you, Pantaleo. I'm telling you, you need to be the model citizen from here on out. Shoot, anytime you screw up, Olivet is gonna look very bad. All of the alumni and the students there are going to look bad. Shame on you, Olivet, but hey, you know, this is how it's done, but NFL showed another way. You know, but I feel exactly like Fontaine in the sense of, while it was like a situation like this, he was keeping his job, okay? And then as soon as he started coming out against other movements and other people, then he got fired immediately. So that seems a little,
Convenient?
A
little convenient? A little bit?
You know, and so, but yeah,
You
let's
don't think we see, but we see.
Man, let's go on from Gruden and go on to the baseball diamond, Fontaine.
Well, I mean,
The
you know,
playoffs
are coming. I mean,
what?
not coming. The playoffs are
They
here.
here. They're here.
We all the way in the midst of it. You know, and very soon. I just want to say that Boston is finna wreck some things,
Ooh.
putting out the Yankees and the
Yes, they
Rays
did.
already. They about
Yes,
to
they
wreck
did.
some things, so watch out for Boston.
Yeah.
We'll have more updates later on the baseball playoffs, but right now, Boston.
Boston,
Good job.
most definitely. And I want to say, what happened to Bama, man? Hey, let's
we
go
probably
to-
should have led the show with that one.
Yeah, that is it. Yeah.
But okay.
But yeah.
Yeah.
You want me to start?
I
Because
just
hey,
want to hear.
last week, Bama was the number 1 team, and you got beat. Now, my biggest issue with the whole thing is how do you rank that team that just lost to a Texas Tech team without their star quarterback at number 5?
Yeah.
So I'm moving to your side when it comes to that. They gotta change the way that they rank these teams.
Yeah.
And we're gonna get into that a little bit later
the
too.
A&M, they lost to A&M, and they are number 5. I was confused on that too.
Yeah.
Like you.
Yeah, they're still above.
They was unranked.
They're still above some undefeated teams.
Oh my, lots of them.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
undefeated teams
Yes.
that have played teams.
Michigan,
Yeah.
Michigan State, Kentucky. Let's
match it up then.
Okay.
Let's do
How
it.
about that? How about a matchup? Today's matchup, who is your top 5 in the CFB? Russ, who is your top 5?
My top 5. I'm gonna
5
go
on down, 5
5
on
on
up to
down.
1.
I'm gonna
Okay.
let y'all do this matchup.
Okay.
Y'all, there we go.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I went in, I did a little bit more of the research, and some of the numbers that I came up with were really, really compelling. So, my number 5 team, and almost like by a default kind of thing, is Iowa.
Okay.
You know, they had just won. They just won a game that they shouldn't have won, and they wouldn't have won if Penn State's quarterback would have stayed in the game. Penn State would have won that game. So I knocked them down number 5. They have the number 1 pass defense, and they're number 1 defense in creating turnovers.
But they don't score a lot.
But their offense is booty.
Yeah.
Like they don't. I don't.
Okay.
I don't
Number
think-
5, all
Number
right.
5. Okay. Number 4, and this is the first real slide up right here. I have Kentucky.
Okay.
I put Kentucky in, and the only reason I have them at number 4 is the strength when it comes to the teams that they play. But they've beaten 2 top 25 teams, and they're just kind of in the middle with everything. They're like a decent offense, decent defense. They're not world beaters at either one of them, but they're really good at both.
Yeah.
Okay.
My number 3 team is Michigan State. Michigan State. You got Heisman talk right there with Walker, man. That guy's rushing for probably the most terrifying running team in the nation.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to have a 1-2 punch with
I
him.
called it early, first
Yeah.
week.
Yeah.
First week.
You were talking about another Heisman hopeful.
Yeah, I think that Thorne.
Thorne.
I think that he
Thorne.
proved his worth. You know,
Thorne, yeah.
And you could say, oh, he only threw long passes.
Thorne.
He threw long passes,
And they
and
worked.
he was dropping biscuits right in the basket right
Thorne.
there.
Yep.
Perfect.
So who's,
Yeah, look out.
who's in 2 then?
Jay Naylor, number 2, Cincinnati. I think Cincinnati. I watched their games, and they're a terrifying defense. Right, they had 6
Yeah,
sacks
they are
versus
beasties.
Temple,
They are.
and they are the number 1 red zone defense.
Okay.
In the nation.
So who's number 1?
Well, number 1, I can't go. Georgia's just terrifying.
Georgia.
Georgia is just ridiculously good, and their offense is good enough to put up points against you, and your defense. You just-
no
you just
explanation
can't-
needed with Georgia.
Yeah.
They
You
are
can't
number
get
1.
nothing.
Yeah.
What
Can't
about-
chink that armor.
What you thinking?
I'm starting with 5 with Michigan. Okay.
And that's what I thought was lacking in that. But you, okay.
Yeah, I like
okay,
Michigan's
fine.
running game, and I like their defense. I don't like their quarterback. He is up and down quite a bit, and I just can't have that. Number 4, Kentucky. We agree there.
Ooh,
Kentucky look good, and
Got
I'm
some
looking for
unison
that.
going on here.
If I'm a better, I'm gonna take them points with Kentucky this week against Georgia.
Okay.
Yep.
They're going head up, man.
Yeah,
I can't
my number.
wait to watch that one.
Yeah, my number 3 is Cincy.
Okay.
I like Cincy.
They're right where they're at. That's,
Yeah.
that's a good spot for
Yeah,
them.
yeah. And my number 2 and my number 1, I'm gonna give y'all when we come back. How about that?
OMG, guess who's the new host for Top 10 from the Streets? Yes, me. Check me out Tuesdays and Thursdays between 8 and 9, and that's 7 Central, on HighD.tv. And you can also search us under High Dimension Network on Roku. Ooh, I'm so excited.
Live at Blackstone Smokehouse, showcasing the Eclipse Band and also featuring tomorrow's future talent star, only on Sundial Networks. Tuesday and Thursday nights, 7 p.m. Saturday, 8 p.m. If you're into live bands, open mic talent, we have a treat for you, only on Sundial Networks. Every Tuesday and Thursday night, 7 p.m. Saturday, 8 p.m. If you're in the Flint area, please come to see the live tape at Blackstone, downtown Flint, every Thursday night, 7 to 10 p.m.
And we know sports is back. How y'all doing? High Dimension Networks. Thank you. Roku. Laboomy Doom.
We on Roku?
Yeah, we on Roku. You know?
Right.
So we're gonna finish up on the matchup. I finished up at 2-1. My number 2 team is Georgia. Yes, I said it. Georgia. They were my number 1 while Alabama was up there. I'm telling you, that defense, Georgia's defense, they got to be up at the top, probably number 1 in defense. They are amazing.
Yeah.
But Michigan State is my number 1 team. Woo! They, by far, are the most impressive team to me. Now, I don't look at strength of schedule and all that kind of stuff as much as I do on, if you're playing ranked teams, tough teams, you know? I mean, I can't give too many nods to my boys down there in Coastal Carolina. I can't give too many, nods to my boys at Liberty. You know, I can't, Oklahoma State, I haven't gotten a chance, but these are the top cats, and I believe Michigan State, their offense reminds me of Alabama's offense last year. With 3 Heisman candidates type of situations.
Yes.
Yes. So
I concur.
And I think that Michigan could get an honorable mention in this because I had a hard time between.
Yeah, because I had just 5.
Just putting him in there right at number 5. And really, I'm thinking the top, 7 teams are probably very close. I think it's a drop of a needle between.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Because they're going to start playing each other in the Big Ten.
That's right. That's right.
That's going to separate some things. We will see.
Yeah. So that means it's time for the Auction Hogs. How about that, y'all? Yo, as y'all know, those of you that have been with us, thank you. And you know how we do this. Those of you that are new, welcome. Our Auks are the awkward people or athletes of the week. And our Hawks are the heroes of And We Know Sports. Fontaine, who is your Auk?
My Auk. This goes out to all y'all. All y'all. NFL kickers.
Ooh.
I don't care if you didn't have problems this past weekends. I'm sure you probably had problems last weekend. But I mean, to miss, 13, 14 extra points, missing field goals. Crosby, you missed, 3 in a row, 4 in a row, something like that. We got games going to overtime because neither kicker can make it.
Wow.
We in overtime, both kickers missing in overtime. We talking about wins and losses, and lots of money was won and lost because of y'all kickers this past weekend. Quit trying to be important. You a kicker. You know what I'm saying?
We went through that last Monday with Blankenship.
Come on,
with
man.
the Colts. Come on, you got to win that game.
That's what I'm saying. Last Monday, you going to overtime. This past Monday, I should say,
Yes.
you going to overtime against the Ravens, and they let them come back and win because you can't kick.
You can't kick.
Kickers, NFL kickers. That's my Auk.
That's a good Auk. What about you, Russ?
Well, I want to expand on that. Blankenship, I have a big money league that I'm in my fantasy football. If Blankenship makes that kick, I win the game. Wow. I was playing against Hollywood Brown And Hollywood
he
Brown,
got the touchdown
he
in
got
overtime.
A touchdown in overtime, and then I lost that game. Blanket ship. Come on, man. Okay, that's not even my awk. My awk is Wilder.
Okay.
I read an article afterwards, and here he is talking about, I saw that he had horse hair or something in his gloves, and that's why he lost. Like, dude, you got knocked out. You got knocked out in fight 2, and really the draw, you got beat. I think you got beat 3 times. Just give it up, man. You got beat by the better man. Shake the man's hand. I can't believe you didn't shake his hand.
Well, see, they just got in a fight. I don't care if you don't shake his hand.
Yeah,
that ain't got nothing to do with it. You just got in a fight.
It is a traditional thing, but I feel that too.
You shake my hand. He said, I'm not gonna. He actually said the words, I am not gonna show you the respect.
Yeah, I feel that. They got in a fight.
You got to fight, and you got knocked down. Want me to hit you while
I mean, at least
he
said he gave it all he had, and it wasn't no. So he admitted that he got beat. And that's what I liked about it, that he came out and said, hey, he beat me. There wasn't nothing else I could do.
Yeah.
He beat me.
Yeah.
So at least, if nothing else, Fury can have that peace and solace.
Yeah.
But the fact that he beat him is probably why he didn't want to shake his hand. Because there wasn't nothing he could do.
You bump gloves at the beginning because you have mutual respect because you guys are both professional
Yeah, that was before
fighters.
he got his head cracked.
But you got your head cracked.
Wait a minute. Hold on. You don't think getting your brains knocked out? No, I'm just saying. You don't think getting your head cracked changes your attitude towards a man? You know, once they beat you up?
Yeah. But once they beat me up, I'm going to be like, man, I need to respect this man because he beat me up not once, not twice, but 3 times.
I hear you.
3rd time's the
My
charm.
bad for coming in on your arc, but I just,
Wow.
I'm like, yo, hold up.
Well, I'm going to tell you like this. My arc of the week, and audience, please bear with me. I'm going to need some And We Know Sports support on this one in 3, 2, 1. My arc is Jared Goff, yo. I can't handle you being so flimsy with the football, man. I mean, I don't know if it's little hands. I don't think my hands are all that big, but I know how to grip a football, and I recognize when I feel heat, it's time to tuck it. You cannot be the pin that takes out the air of our bubble every single game. We got a young team that is counting on you at least to hold on to the ball. All that other stuff that you're doing is great. You hitting receivers, you are making us know Raymond. You are making us know Hodges. You are making us know St. Brown. Don't let those cats or Jamal or Swift down or the rest of our team, yo. Hold on to the ball. Because of this, you are my arc of the week. And thank you, fellas.
Much support.
Woo,
Much
so
support.
what is your hawk, Russ?
Oh, my hawk. Okay, so my hawk is somebody that my lovely wife, Ashton, knows. Her name is Sally Cobb.
Okay.
And she is part of an energy-efficient resource that is funded by Consumer Energy, partnering with Metro Community and the Helping Neighbor program. They actually come out to your house. They'll check your lights, your furnace, your water heater, your air conditioning, and if there's any improvements, they have grants by Consumer Energy that will actually either replace all of those things for free, or they'll replace any or all of those different things. So, Sally Cobb, actually, you can see the number right down there, right there, and the website. Sally Cobb, you are my hawk of the week. God bless you.
That is so cool. I'm feeling cool about that. DeFontaine, what do you have for a hawk? What are you gonna do?
Oh,
with
my
that?
hawk, my hawk is Mr. Turf Walker. Kenneth Turf Walker. Okay? Kenneth Turf Walker is the Michigan State running back.
The third.
The third, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Turf Walker
That's
the third.
all right.
Yeah. He's the man, he's the guy. 200-something yards, 220-something yards, touchdown. I mean, he's running over that's why I call him Turf Walker. Because him walking is faster than the other team running as fast as he can. You know what I'm saying? So, that's my hawk for the week.
Is that a two? Is that our first 2-time?
It could be. It could be. You know, Mr.
Walker.
Stats. Yeah, it could be.
You think I'm going to miss that?
Of course not. Of course not. You know, I don't know how many times my hawk has been Justin Ice.
Oh,
You know,
more
and I'm gonna tell you,
we got just a nice show.
I'm gonna tell you that I was very tempted. 86% passing on 424 yards last Monday. Yeah. You know, but Andrews and Brown, you know, that's why I say they just gave him a nice little jab of Jackson, Andrews, and Brown.
They gave him a jab.
Oh, dude.
Baltimore? Oh.
Yeah. But it was just the way, it was the Cleveland Browns defense that Justin did this on. This was against the Cleveland Browns running game.
Good.
Woo! He is just so amazing. That is my hawk, man. I love that cat. That's my guy. 170 points. Now, I had him on the bench because I was trying to flick that booger. And I actually do need help trying to flick that booger. Team Fisher in the Fargan Flim Flam Fantasy Football League. I definitely know he's a booger now because he was still starting players that were hurt.
Yeah, I saw
You know,
that.
so that is not cool, Team Fisher. I'm going to find a way to get rid of you or replace you, and that's going to happen. So just because I'm in this mood, I'm feeling even more hype for the Metal Meddler moment.
The meddler, it's the Big Ten. We're going to discuss the Big Ten Cup. I figured that we had to go a little bit deeper into this because this is unprecedented when we would have not one, not two, not three, not four, but five Big Ten teams that are in the top 10. And, you know, starting with Iowa, I mean, Iowa's got that defense, man, but the offense is booty. So they're the number one defense. And, you know, like your son Dante had said, man, they got some cornerbacks that are just ridiculous cornerbacks. Michigan, you're talking the number 9 running game in the league. Now, taking nothing away from Walker. He's the best pure running back, I think, in the nation. But as far as a 1-2 punch between Haskins and Corum, that's terrifying.
Now, would you say that Walker would give us a nice transition to walk away from this conversation and come back?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do. We'll be right back. And we know sports, baby.
Hi, I'm BJ.
And I'm Noon.
We're the
Proud owners of BJ and Noon's Barbecue.
Located at G5034 Clyde Road, Flint, Michigan. We serve lamb chops, we serve ribs, we serve rib tips, we serve fish, we serve chicken, we serve dressing, macaroni and cheese, all of your soul food.
Carry out, dine in. You can even call at 810-820-7369. We will always appreciate your business.
The TV Talk Show.
The TV Talk Show.
The TV Talk Show.
The TV Talk Show.
Game
Talk Show.
of Life.
Game of Life.
Game of Life.
Hosted by the Real OG. The Real OG. You can watch it every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 7 p.m. at www.sundial.tv.
In the game of life, you're going to get knocked out, get knocked down. Ain't nobody going to be there to pick you up. Mama not going to be there to hold your hand all the time. Daddy ain't going to be there to shield you all the time. We done went insane. When you done go insane, you don't even know certain things that you do. Real OG is going to give it to you raw and in your face. You know what I mean? What's going to be your what and your why? You know what I'm saying? What is it that's going to get you motivated? Don't forget my haters. Y'all know what it is.
Catch up on past episodes on YouTube. Search Sundial Networks TV show Game of Life.
Hey, it's me, Sonya. Check me out Tuesdays and Thursdays between 8 and 9, and that's 7 Central, while I host Top 10 from the Streets on HiD.TV. Yes. And you can also search us under High Dimension Networks on Roku. Check me out.
And we know sports. Welcome back. The meddler is not finished, y'all. He is not finished with y'all. Go ahead and finish with him.
Well, I can't help that there's 5 awesome teams in the Big Ten right here.
That's all right. That's a good thing.
Where we leave off? Michigan. We were Michigan. Mm-hmm. They had the 21st ranked defense in the nation, but I think ultimately their coaching is going to be their downfall because Harbaugh isn't even starting their best quarterback right now. Michigan State. I mean, come on. Walker he might win. He's got to be in the Heisman talk right now. I think that Michigan State's probably the most complete team out of all the teams that I'm going to mention right now. Then we go to Ohio State. I mean, obviously that's my team. They got the #1 offense in the nation right now. Yeah. But like you had said, since they had taken over, that it's offense, and they kind of forgot about the defense. They're not paying attention to the D.
Putting up points.
And then there's Penn State, who I think it might be one of the most dangerous teams coming out in the end. And I think the end of this season is going to look like the end of like Casino or The Departed, where these guys are just going to be getting clipped at the end right there. Smack. We got Ohio State versus Michigan on November 22nd. We got Michigan versus Penn State on in the beginning of November. Michigan versus Michigan State here in 2 weeks. Penn State playing Ohio State in 2 weeks. Yeah. It's going to be like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. And then the last game of the season.
And then it's
might tell it all.
Penn State is going to get blown out. They done. I'm sorry to say that to you blue and white fans. I love their uniforms, but they are done without their quarterback.
Lions.
Oh my gosh. You
see
the
quarterback hurt.
How horrible that offense was when that quarterback went down, man.
But here's a hot take right here is that once they play that Big Ten championship game, there is a chance that none of the Big Ten teams make it into the playoffs because they just beat the crap out of each other at the end of the season.
Michigan State win out. Win out. And I think if State win out, they'd be #1.
And we need to be considered in the same conversation as the SEC.
Yes.
Okay, they've been doing this for years with the SEC. Yes. Yeah, the Big Ten this year.
We know how they do.
Hey, that's all right. That's all right. And it's time to change it.
Tradition.
Yeah, we changing all that kind of traditional stuff like that. And
that was
the one tradition that we don't have no control over.
That I don't like.
Is the Lions losing again.
Close game at the last second. What a field goal. Again. At least the refs didn't do it to us.
No.
They didn't.
No.
Not this time.
Not bad. Not bad. There was some ticky-tack holding calls that they called on us in some crucial times, and golf is not getting the same considerations as other quarterbacks.
No, not when it comes to roughing and all.
No, not at all.
Not at all.
True. True. But I do admire the passion.
Yeah.
From the Lions players.
Oh, yes. And the coach.
I saw those tears last week. I mean, coming out. I felt him. I felt that he has passion and fire in him that exudes through the team. We've lost every game by 1 score. We've been close. And we fought back at the end every time. So now we need to take that fight and put it at the beginning of the game.
Yes.
Let's fight out the gate. Let's stop being cool and we're gonna run this game plan. No, come out for blood.
Yes.
Out the gate. Come out to knock them out the spot.
That's right.
From the start. Let's do that.
Yeah.
I was proud of them. Honestly, it's like I hear so much negative press anymore. I thought that was the most complete game that the Lions had played all year long.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I thought it was the worst game until the last part of the fourth quarter. I thought it was the worst game they played all year.
I mean,
personally.
Well, I thought that San Francisco was the worst game they played except for the last minute and a half. And then, and then they had so many, you couldn't count up all the mistakes. I mean, they made mistakes, but they were in the game at the end. They had a chance to win. And I think that's the kind of team that Dan Campbell has built to where I think every game between now and the end of the season is going to be like that.
Yeah.
They're going to be close, even with the Rams.
I will say, though, in one regard, had the kicker not conformed to the weekend's theme of missing kicks, it would have been different.
Yeah.
I do feel that way. That missed kick really sparked something that ignited something that I hope carries to the first quarter next week.
Yeah.
That's
Green Bay.
Saying. Yes.
Green Bay was the worst game I felt that the Lions played.
That game they came out in the first quarter and did.
That's what I'm saying.
And
then they disappeared. We have not seen them disappear in the second half.
No.
Only in that game.
Yes,
and that's what makes that one
the
to
worst.
me.
Okay. Because that's when it counts.
Yeah.
That's
but
when
I
it
thought this was the best coached game. He was taking points. He went for the aggressive two-pointer to put him over. The Burns is seeing more time.
Yes.
The running game is still looking good. We were introduced to another receiver, Hodges, that came through in the clutch. St. Brown is still doing his thing. We lost Ragnu.
And Cephas.
We lost Cephas.
Yeah.
When are we getting Tyrell back? You know what I mean? And wide receivers are constantly stepping up. Yeah. So I am also proud of our Lions team. They're just getting close. Yeah, they're just getting tight, y'all.
5 rookies on offense, 5 rookies on defense. It's like he's getting them to play, man. Yeah. Like they're playing competitive. They ain't getting blown out. They're sticking with good teams.
Yeah. And speaking about teams, let's talk about the other teams in the NFL. We all have 3 teams. Those of you that haven't been with us, we all have 3 teams.
I now have 2.
Outside of the Lions that we're paying attention to. Fontaine on this show has just canceled the Raiders because of what they're going through. Yeah. However, with the...
I'm going to pick somebody. I'm going to pick up the Rams. Pick up the Rams.
Okay.
I get to follow Stafford, out to L.A. The weather's nice, just like Vegas. So, let's go.
Texas.
Let's roll in L.A., with the Rams.
We hear it and we know sports. We recognize the importance of accountability.
Yes.
And the Raiders still lost. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm taking that L.
They still lost.
I'm taking that L.
That's right.
I shouldn't have.
There you are.
I'm blaming you.
That's right. That's right. He is to blame.
But my record's still 10-5.
Yeah, he's doing good.
I'm all right. Good. I'm picking all right. All right. Because I did pick them Bills.
Yes.
Which my brother picked them with me, and they did that thing. They did it.
They beat my team.
I was sad. I was torn. And like I said, I was going to be torn, but I was sad. I hate to see Mahomes lose ever.
Dominant.
But I knew the Bills was going to win.
They canceled that Mahomes and Otto.
My Raiders lost, and my Saints won. My Saints pulled it out, against Washington, 33-23. So I thought that was cool, Russ, how your teams do?
Well, I lost a heartbreaker. Like I love my Browns, and really that looked like a playoff caliber matchup.
I gotta sit back on this one because I'm gonna let my brother go in.
Oh, it was a beautiful game. I mean, it's one of those things where I would have touched gloves with them and I would have said, "You're the better man today."
I would have beat down though. They didn't get beat down. The Browns didn't get beat down. They lost the game, but they didn't get beat. They still had a chance to win.
47 points. That's a...
Yeah.
You're asking Mayfield to do too much.
But they put up 42.
They put up 42.
Yeah, so they didn't get beat down. They just lost.
They lost to a very good Chargers team, and I think they're going to meet again. That's the way that I look at that.
Yeah.
And and then... Gosh,
the Bears got to win.
The Bears, I'm still not a 100% believer in Justin Fields yet. Like I want to see him do well, but he's winning games. I mean, and that's all that really matters is wins and losses, and when you can, sit behind a defense that and play not to lose. That it is
that's winning football.
It's a difference between laying in the fields and then being chill as ice. See, we got 2 Justins, and see the Justin Herb, okay? Justin Herb is doing much better than Justin Fields. And he is the quarterback that put up that 47 points on that Browns team. Now, I love the Browns. I actually thought this was the best coached game I have seen the Browns play in a long time.
It was balanced.
It was beautifully balanced. Chubb got his.
Yeah.
Mayfield looked amazing. That's my boy, Flirtus Mayfield. He looked amazing this time, yo. He was right up under, like right there around 30-something. That's it for him. He shouldn't be above 35. At all, unless he's in a shootout, and that's what you're gonna have to deal with them Chargers. Ooh-wee. I actually I won 2. Okay, my Chargers and my Patriots. actually came back.
I couldn't believe they came
Patriots.
back and won that one, man.
Yes,
because the Texans jumped out on them.
That's
and they
right.
had everything going their way.
Yeah.
But they fought hard. Belichick, good job. Good job.
And also, if there's a way that I could send a letter to the NFL, if anybody has any help, if I can get some of Mahomes' interceptions put on Hill and these other receivers that keep on having the ball right here and then it bumps off of them into a defender. If we could do that, it would make me feel a lot better because Mahomes is not playing as bad as his stats looks like.
Or his fantasy numbers got me living
that's
with.
So that was tough to see the Bills that dominant over that Chiefs team.
Now, you had one more team that kind of lent itself to our headline story, right?
Yeah, I thought that to me, it was a good test for Arizona. And I thought that San Francisco always plays pretty good defense.
Yeah, because it's a divisional game, too, so they know each other. Them are always tough. Just like the Colts in Baltimore this past Monday.
And it was one of the questions that I had that was against Arizona. It's like, can you win that close game? Can you get into a grind where you're just taking shots and giving shots?
Yeah.
And
they answered with that hit on Lance, on Trey Lance at the goal line.
Yep.
Ooh.
Did you see him show his mom? His mom ain't want to look.
Lance.
His mom didn't want to look. She didn't want to look at that.
Lance, a little word of advice, Lance. This is the NFL. You are not going to have a long career if you keep running. You ain't gonna win.
Who was it that stumbled off the field?
That was Danny Dimes in the Giants game.
Man,
he looked drunk. He looked drunk.
Like
and
10,
then they
10 shots drunk.
they put in the all-star bench rider. The reason that Kaepernick couldn't get a job, the reason that Cam don't have a job.
Mr. Mike
Glennon. Mr. Giraffe Neck. Who? Yeah. And he came in there throwing interceptions like
this is
crazy.
what I noticed.
You tell me Glennon's better than Cam?
Wow.
What I noticed is no matter who you put in a Giants uniform, they all look like Eli to me.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
Like whenever I see a Giants quarterback coming out, I'm like, what is Eli doing? That's not Eli.
They all tall with short little legs and larger behinds for some reason. So they run real crazy.
They look like Eli.
Trip on the grass.
They something, man. But I'm like, Eli, you still in New York. You still playing, man. You still playing.
Well, I won in my fantasy.
Yes, you did.
In the Fargan League.
Yeah.
The Yahoo League, I know I didn't do good. But in the Fargan League, I beat that booger.
Yes, you did.
And I'm still going to keep on mentioning him. He got to go. In every fantasy team, fantasy league out there, you need to find those boogers and don't be afraid to flick that monkey or tell somebody, hey, tell your commissioner, hey, I think you got a little booger.
I lost again.
Yeah.
But there's a caveat.
Yeah.
McCaffrey's coming back.
Yes, he
so
is.
Everybody in the Flam Fantasy Football League, look out because McCaffrey coming. And I know, once he gets back in my lineup, that's gonna change and turn everything around. I mean, it was bad for running backs. I was out there searching. Oh, it's a long season. Yeah, we about to turn it around right now.
Yeah,
right now.
It's a long season.
Right now. So it's coming.
And I lost.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he
first
did.
game of the season. Yep,
he sure did.
I took the L. I gotta coach better. I gotta put my players in position to win.
Did you have the points to win?
I just got to do a better job.
Okay.
I'm gonna put this one on me. I'm gonna stand on the podium.
Yeah, he
take the loss.
Okay.
He didn't have the players.
Okay.
He didn't have the players.
I didn't either. McCaffrey will be back.
His guns didn't show up like they've been showing up.
Right.
Murray and Kelsey
in the Yahoo
and
League,
Debo.
Yahoo League
Debo was still all right though. Debo was still all right, but he wasn't like he was.
Did okay. But
well, I mean, I think you played against somebody who had some lights out games too.
Yeah.
That
was my cousin.
That was
cousin Kyrie.
He had Josh Allen, didn't he?
Yes, he did.
That's
yes,
I looked at that and I was like,
he had Mark Andrews that was just constantly ticking up.
That's who my wife had.
But that's what happened
the Yahoo League. The Yahoo League started to look like the Flim Flam League for a second.
Yeah.
We was putting up some points. I felt bad.
I got 186 put up on me.
I know.
And they had another like 60 on the bench.
On the bench. Yes.
This team was a juggernaut, like crazy.
Well, I don't know, because they in last.
Yeah.
They was the last place team putting up 186 this week.
Bad coaching.
My wife put up 190-something. Big ups, babe. You did a very good job, because I thought I was going to get top scorer, 188, and Mark Andrews.
Yeah, he went crazy.
Did me dirty last night. Got 40-something in the Yahoo League. So, yeah. Great job, great scouting. But
Brown.
Yeah.
How are you going to do that to me, Hollywood?
Yeah.
Man, you dropped 3 passes against the Lions, and you're going to go off on me.
Yeah, I just can't. I am digging the parity in the Fargan Flim Flam League. I'm noticing a lot of the teams that started out bad are starting to come up, Some of the teams that started off really strong are
slipping back.
Yeah, so
and then you got me. I'm losing and been losing. But I'm coming back.
Since that first game, though. The first game, you played well. No, you lost that one to him.
Thank you. That's
yeah,
what
but
I
he
said.
played well. I put up
Didn't matter.
put over 600 points up.
I'm putting up points, but I'm losing. So it's going to change. McCaffrey be back. It's going to change. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
I'm going to coach better next time.
Now, in the Yahoo League, I'm 4-1. So I'm just right with them. It's just in another league,
Yeah.
I got that record, too, but it's in another league.
Well, I think what we need to do, I think we need to take some time and give thanks to some of these sponsors that we got. We're going to come right back right after this, y'all, okay? And we know sports.
A new TV channel, Sundial Networks, showcasing urban culture, music, lifestyle, fashion, talk shows, comedy, movies, and more. TV lineups, slow jams, game of life, Sundial Soul, live from the Smokehouse, The Battle, New versus Old, 60s and 70s Time Machine, all that jazz. And on Sundays, special programming with religious roots, gospel soul, R&B classic gospel. You can find us on the web and on most smart TVs at www.sundial.tv. That's sundial.tv. And on Roku. Yes, Roku. Free. No subscription needed. Search for us under Sundial Networks. That's SUNDIAL Networks. Sundial Networks.
And we know sports, we're back. Thank you again, High Dimension Networks. And thank you for being with us. This is where we pick our teams to pick our games.
Yes.
Okay, what we got? What we going with, Fontaine? What you?
We can start with my new team, just so everybody knows. My new team is LA Rams.
Nice.
And I got an easy one this week, almost should be an automatic dub. Danny Dimes, he not playing. He's still suffering from the hangover. I don't think so. I don't think he's gonna be able to play. I mean, he got 2 more days, Friday, Saturday, to try and get right. But concussion protocol states that you need that whole week to even get back right before you can play. So
Are you saying really because you don't believe in Mike Glennon?
Well, I got a friend of mine, Jeremiah. Big shout out to him. He's got his own funeral business, Premier Funeral Home, and if Mike Glennon is playing against that Rams defense,
he's gonna get some business. He's gonna get some business this weekend.
Oh, wow!
But I got the Rams in that one. Definitely the Rams winning that game.
About 40?
Sunday.
40.
No, they're not gonna go that hard because they probably gonna take Stafford out in the third. Sit Cup down. Hopefully Cup has 45 points, fantasy points before he sits down. But because he ain't been going to Cup. He hasn't. He stopped. He started going to.
He and Woods was killing it last game.
Man, no, he threw Woods 50 passes and threw Cup 5. So
Were you going against Woods?
Back to Cup. No, my wife got Woods, man. You know how this go in the house. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
I knew it the way you said it. I knew it was something personal. He got 50.
Yeah, I don't like that. So the Saints got to buy. That's really my only game too. We'll talk about because my other game, the Monday night game, so we can get to that together.
Okay. Yeah, Russ, you got to buy too with the 49ers.
I do.
Yeah.
Well, we got a division game. We got the Bears versus the Packers.
Ooh.
And
who are you picking?
Man, I cannot stand Aaron Rodgers. And I think they're going to expose Aaron Rodgers with that ridiculously sweet.
I cannot wait to
Bears
see this game.
defense. I got the Bears over the Packers 21-17.
Wow,
Nice.
you putting the score out there.
He put it out there.
Hey, I'm inspired by GT, and I think I got to get a little more deep on these games and actually
Jump off the cliff, man.
jump right off the cliff.
That's right.
And then we got Browns versus Cardinals, and
That's Calamai.
Man, that's 2 weeks in a row for the Browns getting some
Yeah.
contenders.
Like I have to brace myself for this answer because I don't like doing this and I don't like picking against my favorite teams. And
Well, it worked in your favor last week when you picked Cardinals over 49ers. You got a dub off that.
yeah, but I think that the
Browns are his team. That's the real.
I mean,
and they
that's
took
me.
the L.
That's my Super Bowl pick. But I just think that Arizona is just too darn good. I think
Yeah.
it's going to be another big shootout game. I got the Arizona over the Browns 45-41.
Whoa, shootout like that.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Well, my teams, before I get into my teams, I want to make you feel good because I'm picking the upset.
Taking the Browns?
I'm picking the Browns to give the Cardinals their first loss.
Well, I hope that you're
I
right.
think they're going to see what they did and how they screwed up against San Diego. Oh, I'm sorry, the Chargers, L.A. Okay, that keeps on showing my age. But I think they're going to pull it together. I think it's going to be more of a defensive struggle. I'm looking at like a 17-20 type of thing, But that ain't none of my business. I just wanted to let y'all know that
We're not going to count that for you.
Thank you,
we're not
GT.
going to count that. That don't even count for me. But my teams are the Chiefs, and they're one of my teams. And Chiefs are playing at Washington.
Okay.
Yeah. Washington has the kryptonite against that Chiefs offense. They can just send 4 and go
I
at
thought
it.
this was a bounce back week for them.
It's going to be a W, but it's going to be a slim W, 28-24.
Ooh.
Because Heineken is underrated. Heineken or whatever his name
Heineken.
is. Yeah,
Heineken, that's it. I was watching NFL prime time. They said it's something in them green bottles. Yes, it is.
They got some crazy
Heineken.
receivers.
Heineken.
And Gibson is underrated. Gibson and McKissick could have a good day against that Chiefs defense.
Okay.
They play defense. That's a good pick.
Yes,
I like
yep.
that.
I like the Chargers over the Ravens too.
Ooh.
I like them in the
course.
shootout.
Ooh.
42-34. And then I'm picking the upset. I am picking the Patriots over the Cowboys.
What?
Yeah, I'm picking a close upset, just like they upset the last week
He
team.
don't like his record.
Nah,
He don't like his picks record. What's the score? What you think?
I'm going 26-24.
Ooh, oh, that's a close.
Yep,
Okay.
Patriots.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
upsetting the Cowboys.
I don't know. The Cowboys playing so good right now. They are in control.
They are.
Yeah.
I think they have a new reason to lose with that statement that Jerry Jones made today.
Okay.
About Gruden and the Hooters cat and Allen. It's gonna be some brothers that are for peace. Not just brothers. I'm talking about brothers
They gonna drop the
that's
ball.
gonna have some problems with what Jerry Jones said.
They're going to drop the ball.
So yeah, it's not gonna be too cool.
Okay. I hear that.
But
That's Jerry Jones, though. Jerry Jones is such a.
I know. I kind of look at it like that, too. He always said outrageous stuff.
Yeah.
He loves to do
I'm
that.
not a fan of Jerry Jones.
and that leads me to feeling that we need to go to another dimension.
Hey, let's get out of this one, please.
Is it cold in here?
Yeah, let's go. Let's bring on the poncho.
I am the
poncho of purpose. I materialize when opportunity and preparation compromise. Here's a little story about one Justin Herbert. Some of our young honcho ponchos, promise and performance. They're always gung-ho about some young Oregon quarterback, and I've gone through them and they've never made it. But they came to me with Herbert a while back, so I checked with some of my poncho partners, Prince, Peas, and Pure. Oh, I'm sorry, those are the nicknames. It is the poncho of peace, the poncho of principles, and the poncho of positivity. I checked with my partners, and this brother has it. So it has now gotten to the point that I, the poncho of purpose, Pine 9 Dime, has offered a glop. That's right, a generational length of purpose, a glop. And we are very happy here in the pastures of powerful, poetic, purple pintos, happy to offer this glop, generational length of purpose, to one Justin Herbert. Congratulations, young man. Keep it going. This has been the Poncho of Purpose.
Ooh, the Poncho has some. He got some partners too.
Man, but it's always Justin Nice with purpose, man. Come on, give Stafford some purpose again, man. Come on.
Well, you know, this is the time when we tell you how we feel about what's going on our planet. This is our editorial. And let's start things off, Russ.
I want to have a little talk with everybody on how we can approach the future of the Lions organization here. Yeah, 0-5 stinks, but if you cannot see improvement in this team from week to week to week to week, then you ain't watching the game. Like, they have all of these young guys that they are playing these games close. They've had all the injuries in the world, but they ain't making excuses. They ain't getting blown out after the injuries. So just give our Lions some time. Give Dan Campbell that chance, because I think that there's something special that's happening right now. Maybe the first win comes this week here in Cincinnati.
Nice. I like that. What about you, Jeff?
Well, mine is more about respect, whereas respect needs to go across the board for everybody. So, you know, let's remember that, you know. So if it's something from the same guy saying about one group and he needs to go, he needs to go. And if he can stay, then he can stay when he says about anybody else, you know? So if it's all good for this group, then it's all good for that group, you know? Let's keep it together and let's get that respect sharing out to everybody. You know, that's my editorial.
Yeah, I believe in that. I like that. I'm riding your coattail on this one as far as what I have to say. Gloss over days is gone, y'all. Okay? And I want to speak to the strong out there in America. Those that don't feel that you have a voice, you do. Okay? You may not have this voice. I don't have some voices, you know, some other ones. We have what we have. Everywhere you are, you can take a stance. Okay? So I'm talking to you, all of my crossroad cousins. That's what I want to call you. You at that crossroads where you got a friend that's on the other side that's getting ridiculed, that is screwed up. Y'all can still be friends, but that support needs to be questioned on how far you gonna go. Like, are you gonna take pictures with this cat? You know, I mean, come on now. They need rehabilitation, just like crackheads. Just like heroin addicts, just like opiate addicts. These folks that are screwing up, I don't care if it was yesterday or years ago, they need to be sat down for a little bit, okay? And this is our editorial. This is how I feel, y'all. This is cool. Yeah, so this is how we do it. Yeah, y'all, this is how we do it. So who y'all got tonight? In that Bucks-Eagles. We gotta hurry up. Bucks, Eagles.
I got Bucks.
Okay.
Bucks.
Okay, and I'm taking
Monday
the Bucks.
Night, I got the Bills, of course. That's my squad.
Who you got?
It's hard to go against the Bills.
I'm taking the Titans in the upset.
Oh!
Yes, I'm taking it. I think doggone Henry's going off.